Hello everyone in Oneness, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for being here in Oneness. I'm Jessica Delmar. This is part 6 of the 144,000 message, 144,000 being a light density frequency that we move through on our ascension journey, very much in connection with so many things happening on a vibrational energetic level that we are experiencing in aligning to higher vibration, in the purging process, in the integration of non-physical and physical. It's a very complex and layered experience that we're going through on our journey. But going through these planetary alignments kind of brings more harmony and balance within on an energetic cellular level is what came through regarding the reason why I'm presenting this information, not necessarily for you to get stuck in where are you exactly on your journey when it comes to this information or seeing how you fit in, but the purpose of sharing this information is very much for you to see the bigger picture, for you to watch the entire movie so that you don't get stuck in a certain point, but so that you can energetically, physically, and non-physically move through the entire movie, move through the entire ascension journey in perfect timing and perfect unfolding. So in this video, we're going to go ahead and talk about the last 3 planetary alignments. In the last 2 videos, we spoke about the first 9 planetary alignments. If you haven't yet watched part 1 through part 5 of this 144,000 message, be sure to watch those videos in order to understand this video much better. I'll put the links to the playlist below. So let's get right into it. I'll go ahead and read what came through in writing first. So once again, the 12 planetary alignments, or the 12 planets that we're speaking about in this video series, comes solely from my own resonance and information coming through to me from my guides in connection to an ascending solar system. So if you think of even our physical bodies can exist in many different layers of realities or vibrations, realities based upon vibrations. So if you exist in lower vibrations, you're very much creating a lower vibrational reality for yourself. If you rise up into higher vibrations, then you're creating a more balanced, higher vibrational energy that's centered more, that's lighter energy, basically. Lower vibrations have more dense, heavier energy. And so the same thing can be said with planets. We very much have a knowledge of 3D lower vibrational energy when it comes to our solar system. But now we want to bring the energy up in our consciousness into higher levels of energy and vibration when it comes to the ascending planets in our ascending solar system, because as we ascend, we're not only ascending individually, we're ascending as a collective, as a planet, but also as a collective of planets in our greater solar system, which exists in a greater galaxy, in a greater universe. Everything is connected, so everything is ascending, everything is moving up into what's next, into the next doorway. So the 12 planets presented here, again, from my own perspective, it may not resonate with you. If it doesn't, that's totally fine. It may not align with other information out there with the 12 planets in our solar system, and that's fine too. But I'm just presenting this information for others who do resonate. So the 10th planet is something that I kind of needed to bring a little bit more into my conscious awareness, because as information works with me in terms of bringing forward information, I have to be a little bit aware of it in some way. So 10th planet, Ceres, otherwise known as Maldek. This is also known as our asteroid belt in our solar system. Ceres, Maldek, the title of this planet, I'm not 100% sure upon what the actual planet name is, but basically it's very connected to the asteroid belt. And the asteroid belt being a planet at one point in our history of our solar system, whether it was Ceres or Maldek, I'm not sure. I think Ceres right now is a planet that, or a larger piece of the asteroid belt that they named, but point being, it is the current asteroid belt that was once a planet. title, name of the planet, not necessarily as important. So in connecting to the energy of Ceres or Maldek or the asteroid belt, a few kind of keywords came through to help kind of piece the puzzle together. I'm just going to kind of read the things that I wrote down. I wrote down intergalactic war came through, something about the resources upon the planet. Again, I don't know very much about Maldek or what went on there. I'm just connecting to the energy that wanted to come through. Something about the resources upon the planet possibly causing an intergalactic war of some kind. Energy of a lower vibrational planet. Humanoids came through, humans possibly, and also machines came through. And then what came through is resources within the planet. So I wrote something to do with the rocks of the planet, connecting me to the asteroid belt. What came through is crystalline form in the rocks. It still exists in the asteroid belt. The rocks hold the key to seeding life in the galaxy is what came through. The key is eternal life in the crystalline structure of the rocks. Then I wrote, eternal life is existence in another form, transcending the form before. What came through next is, this information is useful to the human race in shifting from 3D into 5D. The value is in connecting to the energy of the asteroid belt, you are connecting to the soul memory of the original planet and solar system that the original planet existed within, meaning that the asteroid belt is simply another form of what it used to be, and what it used to be, as well as what it is now, is one and the same, just different forms of the same thing. Aligning to the energy of Ceres is aligning to the energy of transcendence. Shifting from 3D body into 5D body is transcending one form into the next. The asteroid belt may just be made up of many rocks, but all of those rocks used to be part of a greater whole planet. It relates to a 5D experience because in 5D, you are not a separate being like in 3D, but rather broken up into many different pieces like dust in the wind. Meaning, your soul and body is no longer separate, but part of a greater whole. The rocks that make up the asteroid belt are not just rocks, but life in motion. This also is kind of connecting me the other way around as well, meaning like, what came through at this moment when I was writing this down is 5D relates to the many different pieces because it showed me how the asteroid belt, when seen from afar, the asteroid belt looks like it's just part of the greater universe. It's just seamless. It's like dust in the wind type of thing. But that can kind of contribute to how moving into 5D, we become greater. We become this like dust in the wind. We're no longer our separate selves, if you will, if that makes sense. But at the same time, if you take a closer look, and if you were to look at the asteroid belt more closer, it's like each of the different rocks, this can go the other way around. Each of the different rocks can kind of indicate each of the different people, us seeing ourselves as separate. But then knowing that we're all part of that greater whole, which is the planet that used to exist, which all the rocks were part of. So it's kind of like showing me how in both ways it connects to the energy of transcendence. The rocks that make up the asteroid belt are not just rocks, but life in motion. And I asked, but there is no life on those rocks. How can it be compared to a planet's existence? Basically, how can it be compared to these 12 planets and how we are supposed to align vibrationally to these rocks? What came through is, there is no life on those rocks to your knowledge, but there is life everywhere in the universe. Planets that house great life, such as Earth and the planet that existed before it became the asteroid belt, serve great purposes. But Ceres/Maldek was a lower vibrational planet, and in transcending into the asteroid belt, the planet transcended into a higher vibrational plane of existence for many higher vibrational beings and organisms. I asked, what higher vibrational beings and organisms exist in the asteroid belt. And what came through is the asteroid belt is home to many high vibrational living beings, not known or perceived by your 3D, nor 4D, or even 5D senses. The asteroid belt is similar to a highway where many different beings converge, more like a conveyor belt that transports goods and services around your solar system. It doesn't transport actual goods and services, but more so it transports different types of energy through its rock forms. Meaning, the asteroid belt has the power to influence lower vibrational planets, as well as the energy of the entire solar system. The energy of the asteroid belt that affects the entire solar system is energy straight from source. When the planet transcended into its new form as the asteroid belt, it became a transmitter of source energy in the solar system. It works alongside the sun to transmit source energy. Source energy opened into the asteroid belt because in transcending from the whole planet, that planet of Maldek, into the asteroid belt, the planet opened a higher density within. Just like how your physical bodies are opening higher density within, opening higher density literally breaks apart all old energy. Opening higher density is opening light into the body. And so, light was opened into the transcending form of the whole planet when it shifted in form into the asteroid belt. And in each piece of the asteroid belt is a light of God in form. Appearance does not matter. A rock can be just as enlightened as a bee. The next thing that came through, I wrote, it aligns you to the core energy and core form of Gaia, the first chakra in the ascended 12 chakra system. So here we're getting into the 12 chakra system. I'll put a link to that video below where we speak a little bit more about the ascended 12 chakra system moving into 5D. So the 10th planet of Ceres / Maldek / the asteroid belt is aligning to the very first chakra of the new 12 chakra system, which is the core energy of Gaia. Then I asked a few questions just to kind of get a better idea in terms of if I was perceiving these planets correctly. So I'll just kind of take you for a ride in my thought process. I asked, is the sun considered one of the 12 planets? And what came through is the sun was considered as one of the solar system's 12 planets by a few, but that was in the old energy of your solar system. In the ascending energy of your solar system, the sun has transcended out of the 3D energy and into the 5D energy and above. In the 5D higher vibrational solar system, the sun is not a planet, but a portal that connects worlds. The sun portal is a plane of existence that serves as a sort of meeting ground for many. I also asked, because in doing a little bit of research, I noticed that there were other planets that some people considered as part of 12 planets. There is Haumea, Makemake, and Aries, or Aries. And so I asked, is Haumea, Makemake, and Aries part of the 12 planets? And what came through is no, they are not in the 12 planet system that we are speaking about. I asked, is the moon one of the 12 planets? And what came through is no, not the moon. The moon is not a planet, but an illusion of mankind. However, that illusion is also able to ascend with the 5D new Earth. I asked, is Nibiru one of the 12 planets? And what came through was yes. We're going to speak about it in the next planet. I asked, but I thought Nibiru was 3D Earth in a future aspect after the split from 5D. So if you haven't yet watched my video, it was a video from a while ago where I speak about Planet X or Nibiru and infinite timeline loops. Be sure to watch that video. I'll put a link to that video below. Basically, what came through in that video is after the split happens, 3D and 5D split, 3D Earth is pulled out into its new orbit and becomes what is now known as planet Nibiru. What came through when I asked about, thinking that Nibiru was 3D Earth, how can it be a separate planet? What came through is yes, Nibiru is 3D Earth in the future aspect, but Nibiru is still a point before the merge of energy with 3D Earth. So the energy is seemingly separate from Earth, hence we are considering it as a separate planet in our version of the 12-planet system we speak about here. Remember, everything is energy. This is mostly about energy, not necessarily about these physical planets. It's all energy. Eventually, even the 12-planet system we speak of here will shift after the split of 3D and 5D happens, and we move further along into 5D and the 5D solar system. We are working with the current energy only, which has Nibiru as a separate planet, if you will. But eventually, down the line, when the split between 3D and 5D solidifies, Nibiru energy will merge with 3D Earth energy and guide it into its new orbit. Then the 12-planet system will shift according to the new energy. Planet or planets will come into your awareness in your solar system that you were not aware of before. This is due to the shifting solar system, placement within the solar system, and the uncovering of new areas in your newly ascended solar system to come. I asked, why does placement of our solar system shift in 5D? And what came through is the placement of the solar system shifts in 5D because with ascending energy comes a shift in vibrational harmonic resonance with the greater galaxy and universe. Think of how sand particles shift in resonance to vibration, or how water molecules shift in resonance to thought or sound. With just a slight shift in vibration, the sand particles will create a completely different geometric shape. With a slight shift in emotion or thought, the water molecules will generate a completely different geometric snowflake. The same thing is happening on a universal scale. The particle, or if you think of like a little sand granule, that is your solar system broken down into even smaller particles, which include your planets and yourselves as living, breathing beings. But the greater sand particle, your solar system, is held together by your sun. And with the ascension of your planet from 3D into 5D, it sends ripples out to your solar system, galaxy, other galaxies, and the entire universe. It shifts the entire structure of the universe, and the entire universe is also ascending. In receiving the new vibration, the particles within the entire universe will shift in harmonic resonance with this new vibration. Your solar system, the particle of sand, will shift into a new placement in response to the greater harmonic resonance. I asked, what does aligning to the ascending asteroid belt /Ceres /Maldek mean? And what came through is aligning to the ascending asteroid belt is aligning to the energy of Gaia in its pure state, meaning the energy of the asteroid belt is energy of a planet, which is that greater Maldek planet, that existed during the time of the birthing of Gaia or the beginnings of Gaia, long before your current human civilization. Aligning to the energy of your asteroid belt is aligning to the beginning and the transcendence into what's next, knowing that all is truly well. All is truly well because Gaia is on the verge of transitioning into a new state of being, much like how Maldek was on the verge of transitioning into a new state of being as well. But Gaia will not meet the same fate. Many incarnations on Earth have soul memory from incarnations on Maldek. Aligning to this planetary vibration is aligning to energy that all is truly well, and that you are along for a delicious ride into a new experience that will not meet the same fate as Maldek. And next we have the 11th planetary alignment, which is Nibiru. Nibiru is in the energy of pure light. It is a tether for 3D Earth. It strengthens the tether for 5D Gaia. It is energy actually of 5D energy and connected to 5D Gaia, or the energy of 5D Gaia chakra. Again, a lot of people will say that Nibiru is probably a lower vibrational planet. We are primarily speaking from a higher vibrational standpoint, an ascending solar system. And so we're going to be talking about this ascending energy of Nibiru and the greater purpose that Nibiru has for our solar system. What came through about Nibiru, surprisingly, is that despite some lower vibrational energy and messages regarding Planet X, otherwise known as Planet Nibiru is actually of higher vibration. I asked how. Some people connect reptilians with Nibiru. And what came through was yes, reptilians of Nibiru have a strong connection with 3D Gaia. Water reptilians are actually seeded from the waters of Gaia. We have a past video that I'm going to link below, which is a message from the Arcturians where we spoke briefly about how Gaia was basically kind of like a seeding planet to other planets and life forms within the solar system and possibly galaxy and beyond. So that is kind of coming around here in this message about how Gaia seeded the reptilians on Nibiru. What came through is that water upon Gaia is unique to creating many different life forms. Water is life, and in life are cells that open memory of who you truly are. Meaning that even when Gaia in 3D ceases all life upon her, if there is water upon her, then life will continue. Do not underestimate the reptilians as evil, lost souls. Reptilians are connected to the human race in more ways than you can imagine. Reptilians are birthed out of the cells upon dormant Gaia in the far future of 3D Earth's transit in the cold, dark depths of space. We speak about this new transit of 3D Earth when the 3D Earth and 5D Earth split in a very past video. I'll put the link to that video below where we speak about Nibiru and this infinite time loop. In this message about Nibiru, this is just what came through. I have no attachments to it. If you don't resonate with it, that's fine, but I'm just sharing what came through. The transit of 3D Earth, when split from 5D Earth, will eventually be known as Nibiru in the far, far future. The transit of Nibiru is a long time. It begins when 3D Earth and 5D Earth split, and 3D Earth is taken out to a new transit beyond the fences of your solar system, but will reunite with the 3D solar system after its thousands of years transit. In that time, 3D Gaia lay dormant as all life upon her transitioned in some way. Reptilians were seeded and born and emerged as a race amongst the stars. I asked, how is that even possible? If the transit is only a few thousand years, how did the reptilians become the race that they are in such a short amount of time? And what came through is exactly. It is a short amount of time for the reptilians to become an advanced race of some kind. But remember, there is no time, only the time that you generate in your minds on your 3D Earth planet. What is thousands of years in the transit of Nibiru may not necessarily be that amount of time in the experience of Nibiru. But even so, this is also what makes Nibiru, or the reptilians, a lower vibrational race on the totem pole, is what came through. They have existed for more than a few thousand of years due to leaving Nibiru in eventual time. I asked, why did reptilians birth out of the 3D Earth planet when Earth transitioned to Nibiru? Why not other races? And the first thing that's kind of coming to me now is it's possible that other races were birthed out of that 3D Earth planet or Nibiru, but right now I'm primarily tapping into the reptilians, so that's kind of like another thing, but it's possible. What came through is because reptilians of your planet are able to survive in the waters when most land-feeding beings were not able to survive on the surface. Cells within the water continue to live even when all other physical beings cease to exist at some point in the far future of 3D Earth's new transit. The evolution of reptilians were quick because the cells in Gaia's waters held soul memory from the collective energy in your current and past lifetimes. Water crystals upon 3D Gaia, or future Nibiru, opened life connected to your collective's energy and soul memory. Collective energy and memory was captured easily and quickly because reptilians are very mind-based, and open minds mean open knowledge and connection to soul memory through DNA. Their DNA advanced because their minds program their DNA. Reptilians advance through open minds, but not open hearts. Without harmony between the two, the heart and the mind, the race can only advance and ascend so much. Mind-centric beings without heart are often lower vibrational, and without the heart to help guide them, mind-centric beings are led by mind energy that is more primitive. Heart energy is more primal. I asked, what's the difference between primal and primitive in this sense, in what they're speaking about? What came through is primal energy is energy of core aspects of source before any type of layers came in to hide it. It is instinctual, intuitive, pure, and essential. Primitive is stagnant energy that is held in lesser known directives of how to utilize the energy for greater good. I asked, so how or why would you categorize Nibiru as a higher vibrational planet within the 12-planet system we are speaking of? And what came through is, Nibiru is considered a higher vibrational planet within the current energy's 12-planet solar system because it triggers higher vibration within your collective. It triggers fear too, yes, but the energy signature that Nibiru carries with it as it gets closer to your orbit is energy of awakening. Nibiru will awaken many into higher vibration through fear of the unknown. Fear often triggers higher vibration if the person is able to open energy of surrender rather than drown in more fear. Surrendering to the energy of Nibiru will help many in the greater collective energy move into 5D New Earth energy. How a person interprets Nibiru is solely based upon the vibration that you are holding, which affects the lens upon which you see from. Nibiru is not going to cause any harm to your planet or any other planet in your solar system. Nibiru is part of your solar system and is playing a greater role in the ascension and awakening. In perfect timing, Nibiru is coming into the awareness of many people. It is not causing harm, but aligning its energy to 3D Earth Gaia in order to merge and integrate energy of the greater orbit that 3D Earth will become a part of. And I was shown a vision of an airplane basically preparing for landing or a car preparing to merge with a parking space. There's a fit or an alignment of energy that's happening between Nibiru and current Earth, especially current 3D Earth. They are kind of pinging energy back and forth in order to get the alignment to fit just right for Nibiru energy to merge with 3D Earth energy and for Nibiru to then take 3D Earth out into its new orbit transit, basically. This aligning of energy between 3D Earth and Nibiru is creating a tethering of 3D Earth to the energy of Nibiru. This will play a big role in the split between 3D and 5D Earths, because 3D Earth will stay and move into its new orbit, and 5D Earth will move with the new harmonic resonance of the greater universe. Both energies are in the process of tethering for when the time comes for the great split in energy. Nibiru is here to assist 3D Earth Gaia and merely playing its part in the greater split of divine energy. It strengthens the tether to 3D Earth, but in the process also strengthens the energy of 5D Gaia for many in the collective as well as Gaia herself. I asked, what does it mean to align to Nibiru energy? And what came through is, Aligning to Nibiru energy is aligning to the energy of all is truly well. It is aligning to energy of a greater plan and perfect unfolding in the hands of a greater power. It is strengthening your 5D experience and vibration in a 3D and 4D reality, so knowing that all is truly well despite the not wellness in the world around you. Reptilians are ascending too in some way, and energetically helping with the transition of the 3D Earth planet into its new orbit. And finally, the 12th planet in the vibrational alignment to the entire solar system is 5D Gaia. 5D Gaia existing in the space of pure light in the solar system. It is the alignment to full 5D vibration. It is 5D physical body in a 3D and 4D space. And it is energy of the 0-point chakra in the ascended 12 chakra system. Again, the energy that we're working with here, that we're laying out here, is energy of the ascending energy. So maybe not necessarily full-blown 5D Earth Gaia yet, but it will come in due time with the shifting energy. This is the energy that we're currently working with and that we're capable of aligning to with where we're at. What came through about 5D Earth Gaia is 5D Earth Gaia is like a new radio station. It is the new harmonic resonance with the greater universe. It is the sand particles' movement into new geometric pattern in resonance and response to the new vibration. Right now is the tuning process, but yet both radio stations exist simultaneously. It is like shifting between two radio stations or getting the static between the two. Eventually, those shifting into 5D in perfect timing and perfect unfolding will solidify the new radio station. The old radio station will still exist, but your consciousness is now solely within the new radio station. Right now, there is a coexistence between both radio stations, as well as the weird static in between, which is compared to 4D. Because there will become an eventual split between 3D and 5D, in our current energetic 12-planet system is 5D Earth Gaia as the 12th planet that one must align to in order to move through the 12 chambers of the 144,000 frequency tunnel or car wash. Aligning to 5D Gaia is aligning to 5D vibration and energy in your physical. Once the vibration has been established, the physical can then make the movement in alignment with the greater harmonic resonance of the greater universal's ascended vibration. Reaching this part of the car wash is opening into a new area of expansion that goes beyond your solar system's frequency and into the galactic frequency. This means that the soul has achieved alignment with the solar system and in a place to align with the galactic energy of oneness. Energy of oneness within the galaxy is energy of harmony with other galactic beings, star systems, and planets. Your reality will open many new things outside of your solar system. You are in a vibrational space and place to perceive other galactic beings in harmony with you. You are open to sensing other things beyond the 3D veil of illusion. And in sensing beyond the veil comes more clarity, truth, and energy of oneness as you connect with other aspects of you and get a taste of what no time and no space really is about. There is an ease and flow between your physical reality and your non-physical truth, and you open into a space that is a co-creation between your physical and non-physical aspects, along with others in the similar vibrational space that you open into. In 3D, it is very much a co-creation between you and others in the physical. Physical energy, which is highly dependent upon emotion and reaction, cycles within the collective energy, which people then use to create from. If the physical energy of the collective is mostly high vibrational, then the energy that people will create from will be high vibrational. Unfortunately, due to duality and a lower dimensional planet, the physical energy of the collective that has been cycling has been of lower vibrational energy in your 3D plane of experience, which unfortunately is the pool of energy upon which many people create from in their 3D experience. The non-physical assists, but it very much is hands-off until the person can get into a vibrational space to make the greater connection with the soul and body. When this happens, when the physical is able to connect to their non-physical energy or greater soul, the physical very much begins co-creating with the non-physical soul and body, as well as with others in 3D, meaning that even though the person may begin working with higher vibrational energy in co-creation with their greater non-physical soul aspect, the person is still working within a lower vibrational plane of existence, or lower vibrational collective of energy. This is the 4D space or portal of creation or manifestation energy upon Gaia. In 5D, it is still a group of people or collective of energy co-creating together, but all individuals in that group or collective are also co-creating between their physical and non-physical soul aspects as well. So the greater collective energy, the pool of collective energy, as well as individual creation or manifestation in 5D, is amplified by the integration of higher vibrational, non-physical energy all around. 5D Gaia is a 12th planet and vibration that the individual as well as collective needs to align to in order to open into new territory of expansion. We speak about this new territory of expansion in the Source Within series from May 2019. I'll put that playlist below. 5D Gaia aligns to the 12th chakra, the 0-point star, center of creation chakra, which is simply aligning to a greater connection of Source in the body, which is the energy that you are moving into in 5D New Earth. The alignment of the 12th planet of 5D Gaia that we're speaking about here is not necessarily full-blown living in 5D physical Gaia, because that's not fully established yet. We're still in this realm of overlapping energy of 3D and 4D, but with this information we're seeing, or we're beginning to see and understand that 5D physical Earth Gaia is starting to tether. It's starting to connect through individual energies, the ascending collective energy of light workers. So many people are able to already establish a physical 5D body. Now it's now possible, especially moving into 2020. That information came through in the Lionsgate portal video, which I'll put a link below as well. But basically, Lionsgate portal opening up a doorway for those who are able to integrate a 5D body to be able to do so. And in integrating your 5D body, you are tethering a physical 5D New Earth while still in an experience that overlaps with 3D and 4D. So it's like you have 5D vibration, but you're still in sort of this mix of energy of lower vibration. Like we spoke about earlier, this is kind of the space where you're bringing in galactic energy, you're bringing in higher vibrational energy to help with the lower vibrational energy that you still coexist with in this weird space of the 3 dimensions overlapping. So this is a really integral and essential part of the ascension, as there becomes people who are able to open the door to 5D New Earth Gaia, because it opens up this powerful energy that is able to create massive shifts in the collective. And it is the helping hand that will help pull a lot of people in the collective who may still be in those lower vibrations of 3D and bring them up into this 144,000 vibrational tunnel to move through, awaken, and begin or further the ascension journey. And that's what needed to come through for the 12 planets in our solar system and aligning to these 12 planets vibrationally. Again, don't get too tied or attached to any placement that you may be in right now. Everything is happening all at once. Aligning to all of these different energies is just simply seeing them from this bird's eye view, and kind of essentially everything is kind of folded and mixed in together. Because what came through is in understanding on a conscious level the ascension process and what we're going through, it really helps these energetic transfers that the soul is trying to make with the physical body, that the physical may not necessarily be aware of, or maybe blocking the energy, but it creates these transfers of energy on a much more cellular DNA soul level for next doors to open. So take this information in as if watching a movie. Don't get stuck on anything in particular, and just be open to your soul in alignment with your physical being able to move through this whole transitional process and transcend from 3D into 5D in perfect timing and perfect unfolding on your own unique ascension journey. Thank you so much for watching this video. At this point, I don't know if there's another part to this series, but if it unfolds, I'll be sure to put it out there. If not, thank you so much for watching this video and this 144,000 message video series. Together with you in oneness, I'm Jessica Delmar. Oneness and love be with you.